In this video, I'll give you some tips for solving the ALEKS problem called Standard Chemical and Physical States of the Elements. To help you solve this problem, you are going to probably want to pull open a periodic table. ALEKS's periodic table is going to be a good resource for this problem. You're definitely going to want a periodic table that makes it easy for you to identify the metals and the nonmetals on the periodic table. So this is going to give you three different elements that it wants you to write them in their atomic state or their elemental state, including indicating whether the substance is a solid, a liquid, or a gas. And I don't have any tricks to help you remember this other than to just give you the information. And if it's something that you need to know, like for a test or a quiz, you would definitely need to memorize this. So here we go. All of the metals on the periodic table. So again, if you pull open a periodic table like ALEKS's periodic table, it's going to color code the elements that are metals. All of the metals are monatomic, and they exist as solids with the exception, except one exception, mercury, which is a liquid. And so when I say monatomic, that means that they are made up of just one atom, one of that atom. And here is a perfect example. Iron is a metal, and here is its formula, a monatomic solid. So that means that it's Fe, not Fe2, not Fe3. There's just one iron atom. So if you have any metals, that's what you're going to do with those. If you have a noble gas, so all of the noble gases, these are the elements that are in column 8A on the periodic table. All noble gases are also monatomic, and they are probably, obviously, because they're gases, they are in the gas state. And then we have 7 nonmetals that are diatomic. So that means that they are going to exist as 2 atoms. And they are hydrogen, H2, nitrogen, N2, oxygen, which is O2, fluorine, which is F2, chlorine, which is Cl2, and then bromine, Br2, and iodine, I2. These first 5 are gases. Bromine is a liquid, and iodine is a solid, I2. And then we just have a couple of weird outliers. If you have phosphorus, its natural state is P4 as a solid. And if you have sulfur, its natural state is S8 as a solid. S8. And then, last but not least, everything else that you might come across, like metalloids or things like that, everything else is monatomic and a solid. And so again, I don't have any good tips for like helping you memorize this if this is something that you have to memorize. But with this information, you should be able to fill out whatever ALEKS gives to you. So I have fluorine. Fluorine is a nonmetal, exists in the gaseous state, and it's diatomic. So my answer here would be F2, gas. I have sulfur, which is S8 as a solid. And then I have krypton. Krypton is one of the noble gases, so that's going to be Kr, and it's monatomic, and it's a gas. And again, definitely use ALEKS's periodic table when you're working on this problem to help you distinguish between the metals and the nonmetals and the metalloids.